Here,
I only assumed you to be here and alive. I don't care about everything else.
I don't know about that live
alive
shit.
is also very. That's the part where you're reaching.
It's dark in there.
That's
Smile,
got to be.
Damien.
Never mind.
Thing.
Oh,
How we feeling, Damien?
Feeling all right. It's mostly like shoulders today, and I just popped my lower back, and that felt incredible.
Yeah. After 2 months of not seeing my massage therapist, I will see them Thursday to unfuck my back. So that's gonna be nice. Yeah. All right. If we're all ready, last session. What did we do last session? You met Oscar. You met Helena's family. Pretty sure that was the session before, but I think you were on the tail end of that, leading into this session. Kind of just chilled out. You went to the ball. Had a fun time in the ball. Maybe not, maybe did. Everyone had their little dance partner. Met a stranger in the streets at night.
That's always fun.
You know, uh, howling wolves. Ophelia won the dueling tournament. And the final festival, final celebration of fireworks of the end of the week-long winter festival came to a close. Party found themselves back in the inn, finding themselves asleep. Woke up the next day, and that is where we're at. It is early morning. It is the start of a new week, as well as the start of the ability to go on quests. And we'll get to that. So
I already sucked dick, so it's fine.
what are we all doing?
Dying because
Did you say crying or dying?
dying.
Oh, don't die.
Buy a
Ryan's a
two-story
free action.
house, they said. Good, because that's what's going to happen if my upstairs doesn't cool down in the next 5 minutes. Not my downstairs, my upstairs. Did I say upstairs? I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Ophelia is going downstairs.
Okay.
Stairs are the theme of this episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pivot.
You're all in the end. One by one, I assume you all wake up a little bit earlier than normal and head on downstairs on the ideal that today's the first day you're able to take a quest with the guild. As you
Yep.
find your...
I shan't be starting my day without my cup of coffee.
Oddly enough, it's been a routine, and the bartender has a cup of coffee out there for you as you make your way down the stairs.
Fantastic. Wonderful love.
Seeing your compatriots already moseying down, she assumed you are there to follow.
Plus one get.
Plus one get. As the five of you head out of the inn and head towards the guild hall. As you're making your way down the street, you watch as 6 individuals actually leave the guild hall. They are the same ragtag group that joined at the same time as you with a +1. It looks like. It seems like there is a tiefling with them now, who's wearing robes. Well, not robes, heavy armor, shield on their back, and a mace at their side.
Are they all grouped up like in a big group together?
There's 6 of them, and they kind of walk out and then begin to. So yeah, they're like kind of grouped together. Like you're walking down like a mob, they're walking out like a mob. But they start to walk down
I cast fireball.
south.
An excellent
Well,
choice, sir.
Yeah.
Well
The,
done.
tief-
Excellent choice.
the tiefling is resistant to it, so
Cool. He'll take half damage.
But he's taking
uh,
it.
yeah. But yeah, the 6 of them begin to head south, outside of town. As the 5 of you walk in, you see Helena is talking to an elven individual. She looks up at the 5 of you. Ah, perfect timing. Just the party I would like to see. I actually have a quest for you. We have, and she motions to the elf to her left. This individual comes to the guild once in so often to request Xander, and today Xander happens to be missing, in the sense of he is on his own quest and job currently, and I thought it would be the perfect starter quest for the 5 of you. You will be guarding him and traveling with him to what seems to be a cave that appeared up north. It's roughly a 6-day journey there and a 6-day journey back. Maybe after that, and she looks over at the elven man. Maybe you should introduce yourself.
Oh, hello. My name is Betsy. Do I have my little character token? Is that what you want?
Oh yeah, we will go to the guild. Let me move over to the guild hall real quick.
Betsy.
There's-
Yes, Betsy.
Oh god, there's 2
There are
of you.
2 of them.
Oh
No.
God, he's
there-
gone.
Stop.
All right,
There we go.
Oh, we have maps. We have maps.
Always had guild maps. Helena, yes. This fine gentleman. And I guess I forgot. Did the 5 of you decide on a party name so I can annotate it in my books?
I don't know, team. Did we?
The Moonstriders? I don't know.
I'm taking that as a no.
No one commented on my list.
I said Moonstriders, what the hell? I was thinking like, oh shit, that's good.
I will
Yep.
give you guys a few minutes to look at the list actually dropped for you guys a week ago.
Hey, I'm in it.
Put in my 2 cents.
Same.
While I eat, well, you guys have to come to a consensus of let's do this name.
The Moonstriding Winter Blooms? How about that?
That's long.
Who cares? It's a great name.
Let's see. Which fucking chat is it in? It
Then
should
the
be in
D&D
here.
campaign. Yeah.
Yep,
Regular
found it.
D&D chat.
The Snowmains? Oh yeah, the Snowmains.
Well, I have the most votes on mine.
It's true. Well, mine's also just a long list.
Which only has 1 vote. I'm just saying.
He'll never contribute ever again.
Bill, you forgot it the day before, so. Most people.
What about the striding winter blooms?
I
That's
like
nice.
that.
I like that.
I like that.
I like
That's good.
that.
It's positive reactions from the group in chat. The other three gentlemen, thoughts, prayers.
Yeah, sounds great.
Hopes and dreams.
Striding winter
Control.
blooms. There we
Good,
go.
it's good with me.
What about
I'm-
winter
I-
bloom
I'm not good.
striders?
Thoughts, prayers.
What was that, Ashley?
He said winter bloom
said, what if-
striders instead.
It's also a
Yeah.
good one.
Winter bloom striders it is. Stamp.
Awesome.
Boom. Approved. Approved. Approved.
Dope.
Denied.
There you
Your
go.
leave has been denied.
All right. As she begins to winter bloom striders, she makes a note in her pages, and she looks at you, Pepsi, for payment for said quest.
Okay, I'll hand her the payment that was previously agreed upon.
Okay. You hand her a
Begrudgingly.
coin
Begrudgingly.
yeah. You hand her a hefty coin purse. She looks at you, and Pepsi pulls out a map for you all.
Maps.
Crazy.
Of the McCann's region.
Sick.
Uh, where it says McCann's.
Pepsi
We're
says out
everywhere.
loud. Pepsi says out loud, "Oh, in my old age, it's almost as if I've never seen this map before."
Describe what they see when they see Pepsi. Like, what does he
Yeah,
look
so
like?
Pepsi is a older elf by standards, so like mid-40s in human terms. Green eyes, rather. My apologies. Blonde hair with a couple of gray hairs coming in. White skin, average height, I guess. Well, maybe a little smaller than average height, 5'8". Very, very small stature individual, very skinny. And pretty timid in nature. Like you can tell, he's very not outgoing and crazy. He's just kind of a timid individual.
Starting with Damien, Riona. Describe to Pepsi what Riona looks like.
Reagan.
Do. Everything down. Ah, that's right. I know where I have it written down. I believe. Open up this notepad document. Oh yeah, it's the right one. First try. All right, so one of the taller members of the group before you, she stands in at 6'1". She is a silver dragonborn, wearing mostly white robes with like an earthen brown trim to it. Strapped to her back, she has a collection of various sized drums. She also has green eyes. She carries herself very upright. And I would say that once she gets started in the morning, after the morning rather, she's pretty lively. Don't fuck with her sleep schedule. But yeah, that's about it. I would say she's also pretty physically imposing. She is not scrawny by any means. She's honestly looks to be one of the strongest members in the group.
Awesome. Boris.
Varys, you'll see, is not quite as tall as Riona, but but definitely a different type of elf you're looking at, as it is pale like the moonlight. He has like basically like black eyes when he looks at you. He'll be wearing kind of more or less the Strider Aragorn like setup. But what you'll see at his side is scimitars and not a longsword or anything. And on his back, he has two things. He has a longbow. The other one's very interesting. It's a blowgun with a couple of intricate things. But he always looks pretty inquisitive, like he is curious. But his age is more like he's old enough to be an adult, but he looks like he has some experience behind his eyes.
All right, little one.
You see a very small bird type creature, very small, under 4 foot, covered in worn robes. He's got a pretty dark pack on his back with a shield on the back of the backpack, and he's got a lantern that on a chain that he wears around his neck. He is all dark. He looks like he resembles like a grackle, where everything is all black except for his eyes, which are a gold yellowish color. And his head is always moving, looking. He's always staring at somebody in the face. See, mostly when they're talking. And other than that, he doesn't really do much, doesn't say anything until somebody talks to him.
Okay.
Ophelia.
Ophelia's a tan high elf with black hair. She wears it in a braid. That is considerably long. She has it partially wrapped around her shoulders, kind of like a scarf. She is about 5'7". She's carrying 2 daggers behind her and a short sword. She's in chat. She's in D&D character art. I drew her if you would like to look at it, because I can't describe things. She doesn't have the blue and pink anymore. I took that away from her.
All right. And Leon.
Leon's about a 6 foot tall tiefling, long black hair. You can see he has a lot of jewelry on his horns. He's also in D&D character art if you want to take a look at him as well, just for a better look. His eyes are yellow. Usually wears dark colors that kind of match with everything. He carries a rapier and a shield.
Don't forget the hat.
Oh, and the hat, yes.
Hats are important, brother.
Most important. That's
yeah. Hats in this, yeah. You can't forgo the hat.
As the group takes each other in, Pepsi points to the map at where the rumors of this cave appeared. You'll see a small black dot up in the top left, in which you will have to travel by. I will ping it again if you don't see it.
I can't pull up maps right now. There's something wrong with my fucking PC.
I can't either. You just have to tell me.
It says something about fucking hardware acceleration is turned off, and it is indeed not. So I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Here you go, you heathens.
Thank you.
That doesn't help me right now.
It fucking helps me.
Oh shit, this is not cool.
Yeah. She looks at the group. Make sure you have enough rations for the travels, as it's roughly 6 days to get back there and back. So 12 days and probably a day exploring. You'll need at least 13 days of rations, unless you find animals or food to hunt. Best to have at least a small amount of rations.
Very well. And Mr. Bepsy, was it? Pray tell, there aren't any spiders along the way.
In 12 days of travel, it's hard to say if there won't be one single spider, my lady.
Oh, that'll be the best time.
I was more concerned about the giant variety.
Oh, I didn't see any there, but again, I don't want to make myself a liar if there's something within the cave.
Well, things crossed then.
If we don't come across at least one giant spider, what a wasted trip.
Well, are there any other specifics that we need to get prepared for this journey, Mr. Bepsy? Since you are the patron of this quest, I imagine you have more details, yes?
Well, this giant hole opened up, and I want to see what's inside of it. There have been threats coming from it, but they've been very minor.
So a simple quest of exploration, possibly to map out this cave and procure any trinkets or items of interest.
Yes.
Well, very good. I guess we should hit the market, pick up rations, and any other supplies we might need. Does anybody have anything on their minds first?
Probably should do the rations first, just so that we don't forget.
We sell rations here. Make it easier for all of you.
Oh, wonderful. How much would it cost?
Silver for a pack of 10.
Silver for a pack of 10, right.
I give her 2 silver off the bat.
She
Ow.
grabs the 2 silver.
I was gonna pay for everybody. Bastard.
I give her for a pack of 10, you said?
I'll also do two silver.
Okay.
Actually, I look at her and I say, for the amount that I paid, are rations not included to the guild members for this adventure?
I'll look at him, and I'll just say, I'll give her 1 silver, or I'll give her 2 silver, and then I'll give him some.
Okay. So 2 silver from Ophelia, 2 silver from Riona, 2 from Varus.
I almost clicked platinum. That would have been terrible.
I'll give her 1 silver as well.
Okay.
And then Varus is going to take the 20 or the 2 silvers worth of rations, and just kind of like look at him and just hand him the best.
She hasn't gotten the rations yet. She's collecting the money. As
Never mind.
she collects all the money, she walks over towards where the Goliath is and cooking. You see her talk to him for a second, and a moment later he comes out with like this massive box and puts a box in front of you. as there's just a bunch of rations within inside. So whatever you paid, make sure you grab. One ration is a full day's worth of food, so 10 will cover 10 days of food. 20 will cover 20 days of food. So
I
make
have
sure
no
you
silver.
You have 20 rations though, so
just add 20 rations. He paid for you.
I took none for himself.
As you gather your rations and fill your packs, Helena looks at Mr. Tivio. Good luck on your travels, and here's to a successful first quest. And she begins to write things down, her notes and paperwork. What do the six of you do now?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I asked the group, so how long have you all been adventuring together?
Well, I'd say the better part of 2 weeks now. You see, we're actually quite new.
As a group.
Oh, I see. I also have this weird quirk where sometimes it will sound like dogs are fighting here. I've had it since birth.
You have a what?
It's a sort of trait that just is a part of me.
Oh, it's like a touch of wild magic. An auditory noise is emitted.
Yes.
What sounds like a couple of dogs fighting.
Yes, that's correct.
Interesting.
Well, I guess that's not too far off. We are in the Fey realm.
Am I able to speak to those dogs?
No.
I have many questions. Peculiar.
Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog? Alright, should we go to the market still? We have all of our rations. Do we need to go to the market now?
Anyone need anything before we begin?
I don't have healing potions.
You say that out loud.
He did.
Nah.
Oh, nah. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I guess we should consult the map and see what obstacles we might encounter on our way there. It looks like there's a path that leads directly to a Fey village, but then beyond that, there's no main roads.
Oh, who needs roads?
I walk up to Helena. She is still there, right?
Yeah.
I walk up to Helena, and is she paying attention or is she doing something?
She's writing something down, but the moment you like approach, she will look up at you.
And I look at her, and I, Hila,
Yes. Do you need potions by chance?
ale for my friend.
You want ale?
Oh, no, Miss
Which
Helena,
is for
believe-
potions for a member here.
We can do that. How many would you like?
Well, I guess that depends upon the cost. How much for each potion?
Whoever's messaging me. Stop it. While I look for this, I don't know. Why can I never find it? Ah, potion of healing. Really?
Yes.
That's a lot.
Yes.
Yes.
Um, well, standardly there are 50 gold pieces on the market, but being with the guild, we charge for guild members only 30.
Well, all right. Hmm. Well, that's perfect. I'll hand her 6 platinum. So I'll pick up 2 potions of healing and hand them both to Bepsy.
And then I will hand her 60 gold. Oof. And take my 2.
Easy enough.
Pepsi sort of bows at you and takes the potions graciously.
So, Mr. Bepsy, to get here, did you perchance swing around the bay, or did you perhaps take a ferry across?
Well, I sort of heard of this ruin more so than found, but from my understanding, the bay may be the best place to go. No?
Miss Helena, would you be familiar with any ferry services that could cross the bay?
I believe so, but traveling by ferry would be longer. There would be more distance traveled.
Right, very well. So I guess we'll have to swing around the bay through the woods then.
Sure, I'm not all fucking liar, real quick.
If I'm looking at the map here, we are where you said we are. That is a straight shot, my guy.
Well, I
no,
mean, that depends on if the ferry service goes from one Fey village across the bay to the other Fey village
Instead
versus,
of directly there.
Yeah. Well, I
yeah,
guess there is a Fey
it-
village on the edge of the woods there that that a ferry service might be able to go to. I don't fucking know. In your world, Danny, you tell us. Or Helena tell us.
So she points to the map. Basically, if you would travel from here to here, then go around. If you travel from here to here, the ferry would go from here to here, and then you would have to go around.
Oh,
these
okay.
mountains. And that'd be a lot longer.
But we can commandeer the ferry and take it to wherever the fuck we want to go.
You could if you wanted to, I guess. That is an option.
Start with the guild.
Danny pulls up boat battle map.
Don't worry, I'm already making it.
Gonna be like the fucking captain in the.
This wouldn't be the first time you stole a ship. Don't act brand new.
Should have been here for our flying ship.
And Mr. Bepsy, I imagine you would have appropriate clothing for the weather.
God damn.
It's terribly cold these days.
Oh yes, I grew up in this region.
Oh, very well then, you're familiar. Hmm. Do, 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 do. there. Check my
Oh.
inventory.
Oh, to the other party members, Ferris looks fully invigorated after the looks like he's reinvigorated from an adventure compared to what he's been in the last couple of weeks. Finally ready to go out on an adventure.
Yes, well, we should probably prepare for the cave exploration as well. Perhaps some. I do have a tinderbox and some oil. We could probably use with some rope in case there are any chasms within the cave.
And I'm like, and I'll basically like grab one of my darts and like hold it up to Riona, and I'm just gonna cast light right in front of her. I'm just like, is this gonna work for us?
Yes, that's all well and good, but you know, fire for warmth helps as well.
We got tinderbox here too. I'm just gonna hold one up.
Yes, as I just said, we have these materials, but we possess rope, climbing gear, pitons, you know, the like.
Hold up rope.
Right. Okay. So we should go to the market, get a climber's kit or two, just in case. Hmm. Also, I wonder, might it be wise to procure a sleigh drawn by some beast of burden, like perhaps a horse or whatever else they have here in the city?
You always travel by foot. You would know that traveling Beast of Burden it doesn't go faster than you. So it wouldn't make up time. The only thing it would be used for is carrying your gear by chance. But you would also
rewards that we get inside.
True, but you know you probably would have to rent it, and that would probably cost a lot of money for how long you'll be gone. Also, you'd have to think you have to feed it too every day. So depends on how much money you're willing to spend. Also, here's the updated map. For whatever reason, oh sorry, resume. There we go. There should have been a road from here to. So there you go. Here's the updated map.
Ferris is gonna just look at Riona and just like.
Oh, there is a road there. Okay.
Yeah. There was supposed to be a road there. I realized I didn't finish. But there we go.
Yeah. Ferris is just gonna look at Riona. It's like, we should be fine to carry our own gear.
All right. I'm just making suggestions.
Fine.
All right. I'm heading to the market to buy climbing gear.
I'll come with.
Pepsi follows a large woman.
Might as well make it a trip, because we're all leaving in the same direction.
I guess as we're on the way to the market. So, Mr. Bepsy.
Oh, as the six of you leave, you guys kind of file out one by one. Leon, you notice Eleanor and Elena walk up. You see Eleanor is kind of like standing in front of you, kind of looking down at her feet. You guys watch as one of the siblings kind of nudges her. This is for you for your first quest. Good luck, and she holds up a ring for you.
I will take the ring and I will bow to them and I will thank them.
She smiles and walks into the guild at a ring of protection.
Okay.
Congratulations, you're now engaged.
Yep, you've been claimed.
This is
Remember that conversation we had last session where we said we're going to marry you off so that we can have good guild benefits?
I see.
That's what just happened.
Oh no.
Fucking crap.
No.
But as the five of you watch that little awkward interaction between the two girls and Leon, you guys head off towards the market.
So, Mr. Bepsy, were you particular on us leaving now, or did you have any business to take care of here in town before we set off?
I have no particular business. But I think time is of the matter, so that no one else gets any possible items from within the cave that is open.
Ah. Very well, then let's make haste. And we'll go to the market and purchase a motherfucking,
Are you going to the market, or are you going to go to the Oak Emporium, the general store that you went to before?
Yeah, the general store, the Emporium. I imagine that's
Alright.
where we can find stuff like that.
Yep. You head on in.
3:15.
What do we see with our elven eyes? Or my elven eyes, her dragonborn eyes.
The same thing you guys saw last time you were here. Just shelves upon shelves of anywhere between garden gnomes to spears, swords, daggers. Like, it's a general store. It has anything you probably would want.
Are there healer kits?
Roll a investigation check to see if you can find a healer kit. First roll of the campaign. Let's go. 18. Doesn't take you long, but you find a healer kit. It's on the bottom shelf, and next to other types of kits. There is a price tag on it. I think it is 5 gold pieces.
Bepsy's gonna kind of grab it and just wait and stand around to see what everyone else does before going to check out.
Do we find any other climbing? Did we find the climbing gear?
Are you looking for climbing gear?
Yes.
I didn't. Okay. All right. Let's see.
It's 25 gold per climber's kit.
Yep. So you find some kits, 25 gold. I just controlled F and started typing things in to find it easier on this goddamn page. So yeah, but they're all marked at 25 gold pieces.
Ferris will grab one. And he'll grab 2. And he'll hand one to Riona.
Oh, that is mighty kind of you.
Are there any? Well, that's not. Let's see. Oh, I'm trying to think of. Well, there's something I needed. Or wanted. Nope, I think that's it.
Okay. Is there anything else anyone wanted in the general store?
Anybody else? No?
I'm good.
I don't think so.
I'm the team.
Well, alrighty then.
Although, while everyone is busy with their own shit and buying pitons and ropes and shit, you will hear a loud crash as a small bird is over there fucking with the tools again. Hammers and rakes and fishing poles and shit.
What are you
As
looking
he
for
rightfully
this time?
I legit have a fishing pole in my hand and I'm trying it out.
Well, I'm not sure how much fishing we're going to accomplish when most of the waters are frozen over. It is winter.
Nothing in the area at all.
You haven't been close to water.
I'm talking to
No.
him.
Oh. Well, let's be honest, I'm not 100% sure. I mean, we only came through about 2.5 weeks ago, so.
I put the fishing pole
Would I know
down.
if all the water is frozen over? Being from the area.
Roll a history check.
Okay.
No idea.
Second
Not
roll of
much
the
of a fisherman, I
campaign.
see.
Yay!
Yay, did it, yay!
So I put the fishing pole down, look at Riona. Snow. Cold too. Walk away.
Yes, dear, and I'm very sorry. Yes. Well, I guess that's enough dilly-dallying. I guess we should set out.
While everyone's leaving, I'm also gonna grab said fishing pole. How much is it?
5 silver pieces.
I'll pay it, and I'll just put it in my pack.
Okay.
Kind of-
Are you
kind of
buying these things? Because
Yes.
you guys didn't head up to the front. You just started walking out.
Well, yeah. Well, I've already like taken the money out, so
All right.
Yeah.
The half orc is up front. Tells you the prices. Collects your money. If there's anything else before you guys head off.
oh, I was gonna actually do the. I don't know what I would roll for. I was gonna like buy the climbing gear and like come back for this fishing pole, seeing that he like wanted it, and just like kind of buy it inconspicuously.
Yeah, easy enough. Yeah. You guys head out of the market. Or the Emporium. Where are we heading?
Looks like we're heading north, west.
I believe we are heading in a northwestwardly direction.
Hi.
Alright. Doesn't take you long to exit the city as you begin to travel. Still early morning, but we are beginning the traveling. And with travel
Survival rolls.
comes
such.
more music. Pepsi, roll a d20 for me as we start our traveling. 17. The first day of travel goes by pretty smoothly as you're still in the forest. Doesn't seem like there are any wild animals that are trying to hunt you or anyone. You pass people as they're coming in as well. A simple day of travel. But travel nonetheless. Is there anything you do for the during this travel? Do anything between?
I'll kind of not necessarily slink up, but more like just like come up next to a little one and kind of like look down at him, go into my pack, and I'm gonna hand him the fishing pole that he tried to buy or was gonna get, but he didn't.
Oh, I take the fishing pole. I start swinging it around. As you can immediately tell, I have no fucking idea what a fishing pole is for,
I'm gonna,
or how to use
gonna, like-
one.
I'm gonna kind of like, as he's swinging it, like, and he looks like he's about to hit something, I'm gonna like grab it, like just to stop it from moving, and like, hey, you never fished before.
Take them back, change them out.
I'm gonna take that as a note. Would you like me to teach you one of these days?
You would assume correctly.
Very well. First lesson. Try not to swing it like that. You can break it or poke someone's eye out.
I take it and just kind of hold it out. What kind of fishing pole is this? Let's just get that shit out of the way. This is D&D. It is magic. There's all sorts of shit around. But am I correctly in assuming that this is just a cane pole with some fucking line on the end of it?
Essentially, yeah.
It looks like we're in RuneScape. What the fuck?
Exactly. So am I just like holding out the pole as long as I possibly can and letting the line just kind of do that?
Yeah,
And
essentially.
does it have a hook on the end?
More than likely. Potentially.
I would assume so. Otherwise, what the fuck are you catching with it?
Poles and hooks are sold separate in stores.
They are. So it's just a pole with string.
True. But the ranger can craft stuff for that.
So I'm just holding it, letting the line dangle, and I'm looking at it. And
Then
go ahead.
I'm just gonna look at him like, huh, like kind of laugh, but not like a mean way or anything. Just be like, I'll kind of like pull it down just a little bit and kind of start reeling in the string and be like, I have to get you a hook and everything. I'm gonna let you keep that, but we're gonna wait till it gets a little warmer, then I'll show you.
Enchanted by the arcane. And I start putting the line on the fishing pole where it's tight, and I'll put it across my pack.
Yeah. Right in front of your pot.
Yeah.
Yep. How many days you've had that pot? Good Jack?
Should be 4. Because we got it the second day of the festival.
5.
Okay. Yeah, today would be 5.
Alright. The nightly ritual of roll a survival check to see if you can find a good place to make camp. Mike?
Before the sun goes
Oh,
down.
never mind. Sorry.
No, that's fine.
Don't worry
Before
about
the
that.
sun goes down, I have to do my nightly ritual.
Right. Survival, not stealth. You're not stealthing.
Oh, I thought I clicked survival. Oh, whoops.
You're good.
I'll take
I was
that.
about to say, what was that stealth roll for?
Bro, we're sneaking up on the survival, dude.
But yeah, 14, easy enough. You make camp before nightfall. You watch little one do his nightly ritual and prayer.
So, as the sun is going down, when sunset starts, I'll take my lantern off and my pack off and put everything on the ground, and I'll start to. It's not really chanting. It sounds like a bunch of bird calls all at one time.
Okay.
And the lantern will light up for about 20 feet around. There's a silverish bright light that hits everything. Almost looks like an oil slick on the edge of it. And I'll sit there and do that until the sun goes completely. The last light of the day, I have to sit there and do it, and then the sun goes down completely, and that's when I'll stop. The light will shine and then go out, and I'll start collecting my stuff again.
Okay, I'll look at little one, intrigued as I have never seen this, and I say, what is the purpose of that?
You are the light.
And then kind of look over at someone else and be like, "Why does he do that?"
Well, I'm gonna look at him and be like, well, he is the light. So.
You see, our friend here, he has a difficult time communicating. He only possesses the ability to repeat things that he's heard before. So the way he expresses himself is through repeating what he's heard. So you might need to do a little bit of reading between the lines, a touch of interpretation, if you will. It takes some getting used to.
Okay, but then I asked the question specifically: why does he do that with the lantern? What is that?
Well, from what I've gathered over the year and a half or so of traveling with him, it's essentially a prayer ritual to whatever deity he prays to.
Okay.
And I'll look up and I'll look at Riona and be like, you would assume correctly.
I tell little one that he is the light. I say, "You are the light."
You are the light.
I would also note, how old are you again, Bepsy?
I'm 80 and elf, so like 40.
So, right, 80 and up. So in the last 60 years, you would have realized, you would have known that any presence of deities and gods kind of all but vanished. It wasn't too particular in the Fey realm, as most of elves don't worship deities, they worship the spirits, druidic magic, but it was definitely felt in the Fey realm as well, as the god of the Fey realm kind of lost presence as well. So the idea of people that worship those deities are still around, but the idea of a cleric that can perform said miracles in name of said deities are like 1 in a million.
No, I'm not going to say anything to the little one. I'm very live and let live. His prayer ritual.
It was just giving you back like insight on how rare little one is, honestly.
Okay.
But yeah, make sure you guys all remove 1 ration from your inventory, as it has been a full day. And we go to that long rest. Who is taking first watch?
I'll take first watch.
I will also take first watch.
All right. Roll some.
And I guess in this camp, is there like, did we go into like an open area, or like what does camp look like? I guess
You're still within the forest, so you found a good situation off to the side where there's a small clearing. You were able to set up a fire, lay out your bedrolls.
Okay, can I? So we're going into, I guess, spell slot regen on short rest, right? As a warlock. That limited
Correct.
spell. Yeah, that's my thing. If there's like an entrance into like a bigger like opening, sort of like a cul-de-sac, can I do alarm if like it comes off the road or anything like that, and like do alarm there?
Do you want to put alarm around the camp? Is that what you're asking me? Because you can do that.
Oh yeah, that'll do.
Yeah, easy enough. It's not the camp isn't like massive.
Okay.
Is it a mental one or like a?
You will hear it.
I will hear it. Okay.
Yeah, it's a handbell. It'll sound like a handbell. If it is procced. Okay, so I clicked the little box, right, where it says packed. Then that's it.
Correct. You don't have to click that. You can just hit cast spell, and it should click for you. 'cause
Oh,
there
I
should
see,
be-
I see. Yeah, okay. Back slot. Boom. Okay.
But yeah. So as the four of you go into a night's rest, Rihanna and Little One take first watch. An 8 and a 14 on their perception check. It is a peaceful night.
Uh-oh.
Got so far.
Okay.
In the end.
Return of the
back.
King.
Yep.
What's the
Let's
word?
try that. See if that helps. Oh.
Because you both crashed, so that was weird.
I don't,
Okay.
I don't know if that's my internet or what.
I would assume it would be if Gabriel crashed too.
Speed tests.
But who is taking a second watch?
Nothing
Is-
happened.
Is
Nothing
the time
happened.
between first and second watch enough to have short rest?
Technically, you can like do like I think the way it works for you guys is like you guys can take like as long as you sleep through 2 of the 3 shifts, I think you should get a full night's rest. I think.
Yeah, but
And
that's a
he's
long rest. What's a short rest? And I'm an elf.
I mean, a short rest. You
Short rest
technically
is
have
an
already
hour.
taken it.
Is an hour.
You've
For
already taken
you,
it,
a
technically.
long rest is only 4 hours because you enter a trance.
Yeah.
Yes. So you should have already.
Take second watch.
It depends on how you guys are breaking up the watch between the sets of you.
Really should be like pairs at this point. We always assume
Well-
Riona and Little One will probably be on first watch. The Paladin Elf is very curious of the newcomer, so he'll probably take whatever ship he's gonna be on.
So for 8 hours and 6 people, you guys probably each take.
Like, at least 3 hours. About 3-hour shifts, roughly. Or 4 hours, 3 or 4 hours, depending on if we're sleeping for full 9, but I'll assume it's like 9 hours maybe. to make it even.
It's 3 shifts of 2 people each.
Yeah, 8 divided by 3.
Right, so 8 divided by 3.
So 2.7 hours apiece.
What's
Yeah.
hilarious is we have 3 elves, so we technically don't need anyone else to take watch.
Yeah,
Technically,
and
yeah.
alarm spans the whole 8 hours.
But you can also stay in your trance the entire 8 hours if you wanted to. You don't have to wake up if you don't need to.
Yeah.
So, Leon, you're taking second watch. Who else is taking second watch?
Who's Leon? Rock?
No,
The
that's
tiefling.
the tiefling. Whatever watch.
Can-
I'm taking it.
Can I also do second watch then? Because of backstory lore reasons, I want to be awake when the tiefling's awake.
Oh well, shit. Well,
Okay.
the Paladin Elf was going to, but that's okay.
just make note how you guys are taking watch tomorrow before you go
Well-
to bed. You guys have plenty of days of travel ahead of you. But yeah, Betsy and Leon, you are up for the second watch. Please roll perception checks for me. 16 and 11. Another watch. Uneventful. Nothing seems to happen. Was there anything you wanted to do, Betsy, in this time, or you just wanted to be on watch when the tiefling was on watch?
Just on watch when the tiefling's on watch.
Okay. And final watch. Maris and Ophelia. Roll some perception checks for me.
25. Let's go.
That dude's hacking. What the fuck is that?
Dude, that's not even a 20.
Natural 20. Nice. Nothing stirs. It seems as the sun begins to come up, more and more animals seem to come out, but it doesn't seem like there was an eventful night. It was very uneventful, to say the least.
So,
So,
wait. What's Damien's character's name?
Riona.
Riona.
Fiona? Okay.
So,
Go ahead.
So Varys is just gonna ask Ophelia while we're on watch. With our wonderful perceptions, because we'll see a fly fucking trying to get into camp. What do you think of our new quest member? Our new charge, if you will.
Like how he is as a person.
Yes.
We've known him for what? 6 hours?
I'm surprised if I'm gonna say this about board. I'm surprised like you haven't already like looked him up and down.
Depending on what if he's full-blooded elf, she wouldn't have. She didn't do that with you either. The only one she had any sort of real disdain for was Leon.
Well, yeah.
She kind of stops sharpening her dagger for a bit, and it's just like, I mean, it's too early to tell, but he's definitely a quirky individual, it seems.
Indeed.
How do you feel about him?
Seems like he's hiding what we're doing a little bit, potentially.
She kind of chuckles a little bit, and it's just like, of course, you think every quest we're going to get is going to tell us the whole truth? As long as there's no huge surprises, we all get out alive.
Who knows? Maybe we'll run into another spider.
I feel she kind of laughs again before covering her mouth, and it's just like, well, I think that's more of a Riona problem than any of us. So
Well,
she'll
that
have
is
to
true.
deal with that.
You'll hear quietly over in the tent. Too many legs.
I look at Varys and I just point behind my shoulder and I'm just like, you see, she's having nightmares about spiders at this minute. Like,
Oh my god! Can Varys sneak up to the fucking edge of her tent and fucking whisper, "There's never enough legs."
Roll stealth.
Oh, dude, please let me get good stealth on this one, bro. Come on, dude. Nat 20, baby, for 22. Let's go.
All All right, you got it.
And hope that fucking light just fucked with it just a little bit more.
Fiona does not get a great night's sleep.
If you want to roll a roll. If you didn't have a great night's sleep, we can do.
I was just going to go ahead and take the point of exhaustion.
Oh, I wasn't
it.
trying to do an exact.
I'm taking the point.
Got it.
My
Noted.
bad.
All right. The sun rises. The group wakes up. Breakfast is had. Is there anything you guys wish to do, or shall we start the journey?
Oh fuck! What was shit? I need to look for it. I won't do it before we head off, so we can go ahead and start.
All right. We'll stop. Top with Riona. Roll a d20 for this day's encounter.
What kind of birds are we hearing as we're traveling?
13. 1 second. Let me pull up my bird page.
Bird spreadsheet.
The craziest shit I've ever heard a DM say.
You think I'm lying?
No, I know that you made one.
I don't think so. Y'all motherfuckers better never ask me what kind of birds are in my campaign, dude.
Let me double check something. Cross reference. Okay, cool. At night, you heard a few moonlit owls. In the morning, a few twilight swallows, and solstice jay, and a frostwing sparrow.
What kind of swallow is that?
Actually,
The swallow was the twilight swallow. That was
Question.
more. That was more so during around dusk time that you heard and seen that.
Question for the DM, actually, really quick.
Answer.
The venom darts that we were thinking about, what were the materials that we needed for that? What spell were we going to use? I think the sleep dart was like molasses and rose petals or something, but I actually don't remember if we actually discussed that one.
I don't know either, and I don't know where that Google Doc is for that information.
How what if we do it in the back end and just roll for a search for materials until we know what materials, so we don't slow us down, if that's okay with you.
Venom dart. Oh, toxin. You just have to buy a toxin.
Oh, toxin. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
toxin.
All right.
So
Never mind.
something that you would buy at a store, essentially, alchemist store, more than likely. But 13, another day of no encounters. Anything you guys wish to do, or do we want to jump to nighttime for the nightly perception checks, survival checks?
Can I have done on the trail look for crickets or rose petals?
Yeah, roll d20 for me, or survival. Sorry.
Gotcha. 20.
20. You find like 2 or 3 crickets. Rose petals, not so much.
Okay.
Roses aren't really too common in this area.
But might as well look.
Right.
Sounds good.
All right. Anything, or do we want to go straight into the nightly perception checks?
I think we'll go ahead and make camp.
All right. Someone roll a survival check to see how easy or hard.
Oh. 22.
22. All right. It doesn't take you too long. wait, 1.75 times.
Well, let the ranger do his thing while he can, you know.
Hmm.
Oh, wait, no. 30 divided by 1 point. Why am I doing 30? You guys traveled 40 miles times 1.75, so 70 miles. So you, at this point, you guys have broken out of the forest tree line. To give you a good note, because I did fucking calculations and make sure everything's every 1.7 feet on this map is a mile. You're wondering why that weird number? It's because from McCann's to the very top of the map is the border, which I described to be 180 miles. So it falls in within that realm of distance. And you guys roughly traveled 20 miles a day for 8 hours, so yeah, let's get the first two sets of perception rolls for whoever's taking first watch.
Bruh.
Yeah. I also did my nightly prayer.
Yes, that is a staple.
My computer is running shit. This will probably crash my fucking PC.
Oh no.
The dice is
You want me to-
still rolling.
Oh, it's doing that like stutter across the screen.
Yeah.
Have you cleared your cookies and your cache?
Yep. Apparently it's a nat 20 because the dragon is crashing D&D Beyond right now.
Natural 20 for 25. Another, you feel a little bit more vulnerable as you guys are in the open at this point, but you do find a nice area off to the side of the road. Just hear some nightly birds. Nothing.
Do we hear water yet?
No.
No, I don't know where on the map we are, but I know that we are traveling up the coastline.
You guys are. You're roughly like right here.
That doesn't help me at all, my guy.
We're
yeah.
pretty far inland.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You probably wouldn't get close to water until you get to the village that's actually on the waterfront.
Okay.
So, second watch. Roll some perception checks for me.
Are we just taking the same ones we were previous?
Sounds good.
Unless you want to change up.
Okay.
What? And third watch. All right. If there's nothing that wanted to be done during those watches, as you guys are alone with each other, Pepsi. During watches, I particularly this is particularly a time to where not watches, but during the time of travel, it is when you start to showcase your character a little bit. Just like how Little One does his nightly ritual. We know that's something he does every night. So if there's anything your character would do or consistently do, like a ritual, not like an actual ritual, but like a nightly routine, something to point out to the group and be like, oh, this is what I do every night. It's adds a little character depth to your character.
Pepsi would probably read a book.
Okay.
Like every single time, like we get down, we relax, get camp started, you would sit down and read a book.
Yeah, like he would still engage in conversation. He wouldn't be entranced by the book, but he would, be reading a book and kind of listening to what's going on if there was no active conversation occurring.
Is it the same book, or do you have a stack of books on your backpack, my guy?
Right now, Bepsy has 2 books, and he has not finished the first one he would have started reading.
And we will go to our
Before we,
third
jump to
Go
that, I do want to look at Rihanna while we are taking our watch. And I'm going to look at her and I'm going to... Ability to repeat things he's heard before. And I look at you and I say, Sir Kane.
Yes, the Sir Kane character. You spoke of him earlier. Was there something else you wanted to tell me about him?
Understand how they work. Well, for one such as... Well, for anyone, for that matter, to speak on chaos as he did. Yes, it does make me curious. And the fact that he would approach you directly... It leaves me quite nervous. While we travel, don't go far from me. Birds are very good scavengers.
Yes, you are, and dragons are very good protectors.
You would assume correctly.
Alright, Varys, roll a d20 for me for 3rd day of travel.
15, not bad.
15. Your travels have it's a little cold outside, but it's not really too bad as you travel. You guys are making good time. Nothing seems to be slowing you down or hindering you in the slightest.
While we are going, I would like to see if I could stalk out some prey for, possibly like a good hearty dinner.
Um,
Potentially. Like I know it's snowy.
while you're traveling, or
I guess later when we get closer to like the end of the day, I guess.
yeah, okay. You are in open like savanna. You have yet to see any animals. Even the birds are like less frequent because there are no trees. So roll a survival check for the end of the night to see if you can find any animals.
Oh man, it was on 16.
No, you wouldn't think there would be animals out in the open. There's no like places for them to nest or hide. Most animals would stick
A little bit
into
closer.
the forest.
Yeah, I figured also because it's snowy.
That too.
But
There is like the roads surprisingly are clear, but the ground around the roads are there's like a layer of snow that has yet to melt from the week-long snowfall.
I think honestly the only thing I might be able to catch is very unlikely or the most likely thing is either a bird or probably like something like maybe a rabbit because they're actually sometimes come out in the snow.
Surprisingly enough, you've never seen a rabbit in the Fey realm.
I caught one earlier in the campaign.
Sure, we'll call it a rabbit.
Okay.
Monty Python us, I swear to God.
Please do.
Just but a scratch.
But yeah,
what would be worse is if he re-zeroed us.
Oh God.
With the rabbits, yeah.
God.
Fuck.
I'm glad I love that anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, first night of watch. Roll some d20s for me.
Can I set up alarm if it's like not stated? Just kind of like
Yeah,
how
every night
everyone
if
plays? Okay.
you're wanting to set an alarm while little one's doing his ritual, it's easy enough. Actually, everyone just roll me perception checks. That way, it's easier.
Also, if to make it easier, like oh shit, 15. Like Varys throughout the day, even when we're traveling, like he might like peel off and go either like scavenging, or he might go try and hunt something. Like obviously, I kind of just went over, but he's always like from time to time he'll like peel off from the group and go searching for stuff like that, or straight up just leading the group.
This night, there's nothing to be seen, heard, or had. Another night of rest. Make sure you guys are
Marking
keeping
off
track,
rations.
making your rations every night. Because
Which night
if
is this?
you-
We're in the third night.
yeah,
Fourth night?
we're going on to our day number 4.
Somebody roll us an encounter.
Roll a
We love
d20.
encounters.
Roll a d20 for me.
Come on.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry, little one, roll a d20 for me.
Does somebody else roll?
Okay. Ophelia, roll a d20 for me. Ten. Another day of nothing to be seen, heard, or had.
While we're traveling, I'll go ahead and approach Bepsy. So, Mr. Bepsy,
Yes.
I was quite curious. What is it exactly that you do? Do you live in McCann's or in one of the neighboring towns?
Well, I live in McCann's, but I have been here for quite some time, as well as my family. I went to the university for quite a while to study.
Oh, so you're a scholarly individual. I was beginning to wonder, once we do delve into the cave, would you be partaking in any, well, action, as it were?
I think I could be of assistance, yes.
Oh, that's wonderful, that's wonderful.
I have a question for you. You asked me about giant spiders. Is there concern that the party will flee upon seeing a giant spider?
Bro, can Varys hear this?
I mean, we're on the road traveling, so, I mean, it depends on if you're actively up at the front guiding.
Off and away, yeah.
I mean, I'm not searching for anything today, so.
You did say you're leading the group, so.
I said, well, if I'm searching, I could be leading, but at this point, we're not like we're just traveling.
Riona's not particularly one to, like, muffle her speech. She enunciates pretty well, so you'd more than likely be able to pick it up because she's not like keeping her volume low at all.
I fucking love this Dragonborn.
And like Varys, like after hearing that, Varys is going to kind of like even if he is at the front, you're just gonna, if anybody's looking, you're gonna see him kind of like.
I'm a very soft-spoken person, so you might not have heard my question.
Oh, okay.
Bepsy is a very soft-spoken, like quiet, timid kind of person.
Well, let's just say that the last time we ran into a giant spider, it did not go well for some of us.
He means she means herself.
Well, in the face of a giant spider, I will do my best that I can to help.
Let us hope that it does not come to that, but I thank you anyways.
Yes.
Varys slowly goes back to what he's doing, very anxiously looking for a spider to Oh, we're at the northern woods. Anyways.
Yeah, I definitely look at Riona after she says that, and I start making the giant wasp noises. And I look at right after doing it, I under duress, I guess.
Yes, the large wasps weren't that great either. Although, they were a bit easier to deal with. We could hear them coming.
Bro, getting chased down by Beedrill is a fucking thing. I don't like that shit at all.
Talking to a guy who's run a trencher through so many Yellow Jackets nests.
Fucking A, dude. I live in Texas. You hear that shit, you're like, nope, nope, nope.
I was on the call one day when he did that.
Facts. You boy,
The one
it's
time-
gone.
Jeez, bro, you start hitting
One of-
high-ass
Yeah,
knees,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Yo, one of the times Damien hit one, I knew it because the next thing, what the fuck? And it just went dead silent, and all I could hear was a rustling of shit as he's running.
Fucking A, dude.
I'm like, damn,
Dog.
Everyone roll perception checks for me. No, you're good. For this night's watch, this red dot closest to McCann's is where you're currently at. So you guys are walking through what looks to be fields of like corn.
Bro, did you just
Wait,
roll
wait,
a nat
so-
20?
So we're resting in the field of corn.
In an area, an open area, but there's fields on your left and right. Like
The 23?
So can Bepsy try to say something?
Sure, why not?
before we rest? Okay, so Bepsy says we might be mistaken. Wait, hold. Is there a field of corn or no? Because it's wintertime.
there's
Oh,
It's the winter time. It probably wouldn't be much.
Corn don't grow
There's-
in the winter, dude. In real life, just saying.
it is one. It's the Fey realm.
It's true.
Two, there are fields of corn to your left and your right. And you walked through these fields for a while, but there is a path. So it seems like there's a road and there's off to your left and right, probably like half a mile, fields that you can clearly see are fields of corn. There's a way to. It seems they have set up small areas for people to take camp if they need.
Okay. I didn't want to camp out in some farmer's field and
Right.
he come out with a shotgun at me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay. Never mind.
To be fair,
Bepsy doesn't say anything.
and
Just Kesselorn.
to be fair, about this time, little one, you do start hearing the sounds of ocean.
Oh, so right now we can hear the sounds of.
Yeah, you're. Let's see how far away that is. 1.75 times about 8 feet. Oh, never mind. Probably can't. Maybe 14 miles.
Oh yeah, you
you don't-
definitely can.
Can't or can?
You can.
You'll definitely. The air is a little bit thicker.
Yeah.
There's a different smell in the air. You do hear small sounds of ocean. Definitely different encounter for you, little one, that you've probably never. Actually, you probably have, depending on where you landed in the. Yeah, you definitely have, because you landed in his tribe, which is a fucking island.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've definitely seen the ocean before.
Okay.
Never-
But it's this is still a new-ish thing. So
Yeah.
it's pretty nifty.
All right. If there's nothing want to be said or had for this night of travel, Leon, let's roll that d20 for the next day of encounter. And
Damn, dog.
you guys are fucking killing it.
Yeah.
Do I roll at disadvantage?
No. You actually, there's a small travel through the forest. You pass a small village. This village there are no actual buildings on the ground. It seems like all of these, it's basically as you're passing through, it's all like tree houses, essentially. You see like bridges between house and house in the tree line. You don't see many people either. You see an occasional elf walking across, but it seems like it's a relatively small village, maybe 50 to 100 people, based off how many homes you kind of see. But you make it through the village on the other outside of the forest, and you're at where the next red dot is.
So as we are traversing this road, are we seeing any other travelers or any other signs of this road being traveled often at all?
Yeah, I would say there's an occasional like someone with a carriage traveling through that you guys have to go off to the side, but nothing like stands out to you. Nothing encounter worthy. It's definitely a well-traveled road, and the reason why you think it would be a well-traveled road is the entire dirt road is clear of snow. So
somebody has to travel and do that.
Yeah. So someone more than likely, and seeing what you saw in the McCanns, more than likely someone like went or multiple someone's probably went through this, traveled this road, and cleared it off.
So like this village we passed through, what does the populace look like? Is it just reminiscent of McCann's, or is there any particular like demographic that is more prominent here? What
You roll a perception check or investigation as you're traveling through. 19 investigation. The majority of the people you see are female elves.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Oh no. Hide the men. Oh no. I guess Riona will approach someone as we're passing through town.
Well, the problem with it is it doesn't seem like none of them travel the road. Everything is within the trees.
Let's see.
So they're about 60 to 80 feet up. You do see certain areas where there are like staircases that lead up, like centerpieces to connect all of, but it doesn't seem anyone's really on the ground, as there's nothing down there for them. Everything's in trees.
It's like the Ewok village.
Right.
Kind
well, does anybody happen to know the name of this village?
Do I know?
Most of the Fey village, the villages surrounding McCann's and in that region, don't really have names. They just go based off of where they're at.
Okay.
They, you would know they all fall under like the jurisdiction and protection of McCann's. There's probably an elder in each village that reports to someone, but other than that, they're just it's not like normal society where every village has a name or anything. It's a village. This is where some Fey people decided to set up, and this is their home. It's
Fucking Bob's Village.
Bobby.
Cool.
if anything, there'd probably be like a title like a village of the sea or by the sea or port.
Well, I mean, you have 4 port villages, so
I'm aware.
well, at least on this peninsula alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's 4. And each one would be like north port, northeast, northwest, and southern port.
All right, well, I'm good.
Anyone else? No. All right.
No.
Roll some perception checks for the Night's Watch.
Yep.
God, you guys are rolling really well.
22.
All
right.
20? I'll forget.
Not yet. There he goes.
20. All right. Next day of travel. Back up to the top of the order with Betsy, I believe.
Just random D20? Or just a
Yep.
D20 with nothing?
A single D20.
This is day 4 of traveling, correct?
They're like 5, I think. Or 6.
19.
This is
Day 6, I think.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, day 6 of travel.
He rolled a 9. Can we get an encounter?
Yeah, if you want, roll a D10 for me.
A D10? Oh, me or him?
Him, the guy that rolled the.
Okay, I want to make sure because you were just like when you said that you responded to me. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm doing things. I have things to do while I'm making notes.
Why do you fucking look like Shao Tucker right now? There it is.
Me?
Yeah. When you had that computer screen and the shit was like flashed over your glasses, I was like, you fucking yeah, that shit right there. You combine a fucking girl and her dog and I will fight you.
You remind me of the what's the it's one of the One Piece villains that they had to fight early on. The one with the blades in his hand.
Yeah.
Or like kind of like the knives. I can't remember it, but that's what he reminds me of because he just like constantly adjusted his glasses like that.
All right. As you guys are traveling, you see a simple traveler, a cloaked traveler, dark green cloak. You see his blonde hair is appearing from his hood. As he walks towards your group, he looks at all of you. Do you believe I'm in need of coin? Do you believe you can spare 5 gold for a simple traveler?
I will hand him 5 gold.
Bless you. And as you exchange, you find this little charm in your hand. And as the charm is now in your hand, he smiles and vanishes. You guys advance 2 days worth of travel as suddenly you find yourself in a forest along the same road you were taking, and the gift of money afforded you faster travel.
So essentially, we're lost.
You find yourself on the road. Your orb still points north.
So
Yeah, so
I look around. You are the light? Do I hear anything?
yeah, you hear birds.
Do I still have the token?
Yeah.
What does it look like?
Nice little. It's a green charm with an unknown symbol that you've never seen before.
So did we teleport or did we just walk faster?
We teleported.
You
basically.
teleported.
Okay. Can we see out this tree line to the set of hills to the left or west? Do we see the same hills?
You're in a deep forest. Roll perception check to see if you survival check actually. Roll them both.
I like that. I have advantage on.
21. That is a stealth. Please roll
God
survival.
dang it, dude! Reading's not my strong suit. Fuck! Alright, anyway.
No, you have no idea where you're at.
Word.
If anyone else wants to roll a perception or a survival check,
Ooh,
please do.
let me do the thingies. 21 and 20. How about that?
20. You realize you are closer to the mountains that began to appear. Holy
Damn,
Jesus.
bro.
I don't know how that's possible.
You are
Bro.
so disoriented, you don't know if you're standing up correctly.
Bro, Varys has to put his hands on your shoulders and be like, bro, we're on the path.
Varys, you know you are closer to your destination than you were before.
Yeah.
By a lot.
Oh, we're definitely a lot closer. Would I be able to gauge like 2 days or just like roughly like just a lot closer?
Roughly a lot closer. Like it probably will only take you 4 more days of travel to get there. Or
Oh,
actually, that's wrong.
about 6 probably.
3 more days of
3 more
travel.
days. Okay.
Oh God.
I'll-
Yeah, 3 more days of travel.
Yeah, so I'll kind of just relate to the group that like, if the map is correct, we're now only about 3 or so days away from where we need to go.
3 days, because that would have been so. Fuck me. That's right. That was right. So because 1, 2, 3. Yep. Go. Yeah.
And when I do that, what time of the day is it, or can we tell from the foliage?
Same time of day.
Oh, okay. Still early.
Or
like midday.
I would say it's probably midday-ish at this time, and so you can probably travel a little bit farther if you would wish.
Yeah. Actually, since we're in the forest, I'm gonna kind of look around to see if maybe I can find some potential animal tracks for some maybe a celebratory dinner.
Roll a survival check.
Ooh, come on, buddy! Don't let me down now. Nat 20 for 25.
It's a fuck ton of nat 20s this session. Jesus Christ.
Wonderful.
So you find 3 different types of tracks.
Okay.
You find bear tracks,
Ooh.
boar tracks, and an unknown animal tracks.
Ooh. Oh, so I found bear, boar, and something else.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like bipedal, or can I tell if it's like 4-legged?
With a survival check of a natural 20 and for a 25, it is definitely 4-legged.
I'm gonna look at that, and I'm gonna look at the group, and I'm gonna say, well, I'll let this be a group decision. What would you guys like potentially for dinner? Would you like a boar, a bear, or nature's choice?
From what I understand, bears tend to be very gamey and take a lot of expertise in preparing them, whereas a boar is very reliable.
I look around.
You would also remember hunting a bear is sacrilegious
That's true.
and would probably bring death to you.
Bepsy will say, how long will it take you to hunt this beast?
Boar.
They're fresh, so probably within the next hour easily.
Mm-hmm.
Did we teleport? Like,
I have a question.
What's up?
Are the boar tracks and the bear tracks headed in the same direction?
No.
So the other tracks, by the way, actually, I'd like to ask one more question about those. Can I tell if they're like heavy set? Are they like bear size, or are they like closer to like the boar size from how like deep potentially that they're?
I'll have you roll another d20 for that. So another survival check.
While he's looking at those tracks, Bepsy will say,
20.
20.
I did pay the guild handsomely, more so to get to the cave and find what's in it, more so than a hunting expedition. As I saved up for months and months waiting for something worth going towards.
To be fair, Varys gonna be like, to be fair, I was cooped up in a village for an entire week, telling me I couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah, the other tracks seem to be deeper. So
deeper than
like,
the bear.
Yeah.
Damn. Deeper than the fucking bear. That's a big boy. Well, in light of Vespi's need for haste, I will go after the boar. And like a bolt of lightning, he's gonna dash off.
All right, roll a survival check.
And this is happening during our travels, or have we set up camp?
Would be during your travels. Like it's
During
only only like in the afternoon where you probably would be taking a break anyway, as you can't just walk for multiple hours on end without a break. 18 takes you about 20-30 minutes to find this boar, but you're able to find it.
Okay, I will.
It is massive.
Mm-hmm.
It takes you not too long to kill it. To move it, on the other hand, with how big it is, I would need a strength check from you. 13. It is a little bit too big for you to move on your own.
Do I have to choose for this? Let's see. I'm going to how far am I away from them? Like pretty far, or
20 to 30 minutes away from the group.
Okay. Can I take the rest of the time, or some of the time, to potentially just skin and get what I can of the meat?
Yeah. Roll
Just if I can.
another a survival check to see how well you do, and then sleight of hand to see how well you cut it.
Oh shit! Well, 9.
9. You try. You try very hard. Roll a sleight of hand to see if you're able to get anything off this boar.
10.
10. You're able to get something off this boar, but it takes you about another hour. at this
Okay.
point.
How much would I get off of that? I'd have to
Probably a
like cook
couple.
a big stew or maybe.
Yeah, probably a couple
Oh,
pounds.
okay. I'll
Enough
take
for
that
to make a
and
stew.
I'll take that and start heading back like very
Yeah.
quickly. Rapid pace.
The group bars is gone for over an hour and a half. What do you guys do in that hour and a half?
Betsy says, "Is he always so preoccupied with hunting instead of?"
More.
He prefers to be in the wilderness. Let's just say that.
Very much so.
Pepsi
and
looks up to all of the trees and says, "Is this not the wilderness? We are in the woods."
yes, well.
He prefers to be away
Wouldn't-
from civilization. This is
He-
where
He may have
he
Varys
truly
probably
is.
to help. I'll say Varys probably has explained at least at this point that most of his life has been like being taught to do like wilderness training kind of thing.
And that is something you would do during your
travel. So I don't know
during
that.
travel.
No,
Yeah.
I mean not to him, like to the rest of the party by this time.
We had a conversation about it.
Yeah, I think you've only had a conversation with Ophelia about that.
Yeah.
So
So that would be fair enough. Like Ophelia probably really knows.
Yeah, I would look at Betsy and say, now we understand how they work.
You are the light.
You are the light.
Well, this would not be the first time a decision he's made has cost the party something.
Oh.
Well, I suppose we did gain travel, so it is what it is, I suppose. And then Bepsy's gonna kind of try to find a tree or a rock to sit next to if no one else is gonna talk, and pull out one of his books.
I'm going to pull out the token that gentleman gave me and show it to Riona. Everyone saw it, right? Like it wasn't a hidden thing. Yeah, I hand you that token.
I recognize this token at all.
roll a history or religion.
Hmm. 12.
12.
Okay.
Can I try to look at? Can I say to Riona, is that the token that was given by the passing stranger?
Yes, the one that little one gave the gold for.
I might have seen something about it in my studies. You mind if I look at it?
Sure, go ahead. I can't make heads or tails of it.
Okay. Can I try to do
That's
identification?
What type of elf are you again?
High elf.
Okay. Half or full?
It just says elf on my character sheet.
I know.
So,
It says lineage. Are you a half elf or are you full elf?
where is that at? I'm so sorry.
It's your choice. What did you decide? Like, is your mother an elf or is
Probably
a
full
human,
elf.
or is your like what did you want?
I think once I ended up picking elf, I just decided full elf is fine. Whenever
Okay.
we were making character sheets, so.
Good to know. I'll need a history check from you.
Okay. Please. Oh, it's not bad. It's not terrible.
17. You've done some studies of history, and it reminds you of the symbol reminds you of a symbol for a very old house of high elves. Not sure what, but definitely an older house.
Okay. Finding this out as Bepsy's studying it and whatnot, and having some remembrance of that it looks familiar, Is there any way that I could cast Identify on it as I'm trying to see more if there's any additional magical properties since it did teleport us?
Roll Identify. Or, yeah. Cast Identify on it.
Cast Identify.
It is just a good luck charm. It's not magical in nature at all.
Really? Okay. I relate to the group if anyone's around me that I've seen this symbol before in my studies. I believe it is of a house of high elves from long ago. I can't recollect exactly which house. And it doesn't seem to have any innate magical properties to it.
Ophelia goes over to look at the token.
Roll history check.
She don't know shit. She actually didn't actually go over, so she was just like, whatever, man.
She just like looked over there and like.
She's not engaging at all and has decided you're not worth her time at all, and is just over on the side. Just doing her own thing.
Been spending too much time.
Nothing
with
else.
Tiefling
It's
in
a
her
cute
eyes.
little trinket. And Riona will go to take it and hand it back to little one.
Anything else you guys wish to do?
Varys is gonna come back to the camp, I guess. Other than that, but
You're still traveling an hour and a half, buddy. If there's anything else they want to do within that hour,
20 to 30,
I
thought it was 20 to 30 minutes because it took him an hour to butcher, and then he's carrying it back 30 minutes now.
Yeah, it took him 20 to 30 minutes to get there.
Yeah. Okay. I see.
An hour to butcher. So, unless that took an hour and a half to just you looking at that charm and have that small conversation.
Yeah.
Which would be wild. I'm just making sure no one else wants to do anything in that hour and a half time frame. If not, yes, Varys rejoins the party after another 30 minutes. So 2 hours gone, essentially, for the day.
Varys is gonna kind of walk into camp like he looks invigorated. He's like almost like he's in his element. He comes back and says, "Apologies for the delay. The little bugger wasn't hard to catch, but he was a big boy. Had to butcher him in place."
Oh, and how much did you come back? Did you come back with, a full leg, too?
I could say maybe probably one of them leg, and then but I'd say like a leg and plenty of meat, maybe.
Wasn't it like a
2
couple
pounds?
of pounds?
Yeah, it was like 2 pounds. That boar was like 200 pounds. It was a big boy. That's why you couldn't move it. You rolled really low.
What, a 9?
Yeah, most DCs for anything's 10. Anything below 10 is a failure typically.
That would be. I mean, a 9 though changed you from like 100 pounds to like 2.
If you fuck that meat up, yeah.
Especially if you like cut the innards as you're butchering it, you ruin meat.
If
you
you
spoil
feel
meat.
if you feel dress that pig wrong, you have fucked that meat up.
Yeah.
I mean, the sleight of hand wasn't that bad.
It was a 10. That's why you got what you got. But you got enough to make a stew.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's all right. And she looks at it, and she could probably eat that right now as a snack.
And also, you still have some ward meat in your bag that's probably way past expired and
Yeah.
smells awful.
Oh no!
So
when I was packing that, I probably saw that shit and dumped.
I was gonna say if you didn't, it definitely would have rubbed off, and that meat would be bad.
Yeah, probably say that's probably a fair assumption I would have made.
Yeah. So, but yeah, you got your meat. We continue to travel for the rest of the day until you settle down for the night. Have a little stew added to your night, so no ration. So you have a portion of a ration left. To add, or we'll just say you added that ration to the food.
We added the ration
that
to
way
the meat, maybe. Yeah.
But
A hearty
perception
meal.
perception checks all around for this night of watch.
Hell yeah. Oh wait, I should already be.
Let's go.
I should already be cured of this exhaustion.
Yeah.
CCC.
No, you gotta deal with it for the rest of the campaign. Exhaustion doesn't go away.
You know, I was too busy looking around. I actually meant to the morning after you did that I was gonna actually like make you a cup of coffee.
Does Rio even know that he did it? That it was him?
Nope.
I stealthed in there. I know. You probably know.
Riona, let's do our next day of travel.
Come on, Betsy.
So do we use a ration?
Yeah.
11. A week has gone by as you continue to travel through the forest, but nothing stands out. It's getting colder and colder, though, as the days go on. Where did that go? Oh, here it is. Anything you guys wish to do tonight?
Actually, while I'm doing it, I would like to try and use those crickets to make 3 more darts.
Roll a survival check. Everyone roll
Oh, wait,
more.
I think isn't that medicine check for those?
Let me find.
I think it's it's the same roll actually. So don't.
I gave you a Google Doc. What does the Google Doc say, my guy? Instead
Google
of me
Docs
looking
are
it
for
up.
minis.
Actually, the Google Doc doesn't say.
It just says
But in our chit chats, I think we said it was gonna be medicine, but I'll roll. For 3, I guess we'll just roll. I'll just roll them while we're doing it.
all right. Everyone roll perception checks for the night.
Cool.
Basically everything was 11 or better, I think.
I'm legally blind.
So it's
Oh,
regular.
yeah.
So I'll be regular. And then perception. 17 on perception.
All right, Riona.
Don't you worry about it, Muscle Mommy. I got you covered.
Okay, little one.
Bird.
22. I'm just making sure one of you rolls above 10 on each. But yeah, another night of uneventful watch. We will go to.
Really good.
Thank you, Varys. Roll a d20 for me
Okay.
for the next day of encounters.
17.
Another day of unimpending doom.
Damn it.
And-
I roll like a d6 to see something.
All right. We'll do. Make sure you guys mark off 2 more days rations, as this day will be your final travel day, as you head towards
Le cave.
The cave. This one you guys won't need perception checks because you are staying right next to a village as you find rest next to a village. The difference between this village and the last one is you only realize it's a village because it is full of fairies. So there's no place for you to actually stay, as all their homes are within the trees.
What kind of fairies?
Small fairies.
We talking like Tinkerbell fairies, or are we talking like?
Those are
Hellboy?
pixies.
Oh, so like Hellboy fairies.
Fairies like Amaryllis, like
They're moon fairies.
Motherfucker, I don't know who Amaryllis is.
yes, but I'm giving you your answer.
Okay.
You, as a person, know who Amaryllis is. They're moon fairies. So they're small. Pixies are tiny. But yeah. So let's do our last day of travel. So Ophelia, let's round out this final day with the last encounter roll. 12.
Alright,
Another
squeeze
day.
my foot in your general direction.
Neat. Another day of travel unimpeded. You guys find yourself at the mouth of a cave that you, as you travel down south a little ways, the cave is resting along a shoreline as you see the ocean behind it. It is a massive, like, opening to this cave. Like, if anyone wants to roll a survival insight for me.
Yeah, because I was
Yeah.
about to say, does this look like it was naturally formed? How off does it feel from the land?
Hang on. My dice is traveling.
In a direction?
Kind of.
I assume
Hopefully.
so.
Hopefully.
I think it's 17, but we'll see.
Yeah.
There it
17.
is.
That motherfucker might be traveling time, you don't know.
Yeah.
That boy stuck in time.
Anyone else want to roll anything?
Can do insight too.
Well, there's 2 insights and a survival, so I just wanted to make sure no one else wanted to roll
Oh.
anything.
Okay.
With those insights, with that insight, it's the mouth of a cave. We love you for that, Leon.
Haha, it's a cave. Haha.
It looks like a cave.
It is definitely a cave, Ophelia.
It's a hole in the ground or wall, if you will.
With a 22 survival variance, judging with how big this opening is, you would believe that a dragon probably could live in this cave, with how big it is opened. With a 20 and 17 insight, it seems this cave opening, as it seems like the rock shifted. This might have been a hill at some point, or a portion of the hill that you see hills to your right that are a little far off. So something shifted the land that caused this to open up. You're not sure what though.
I'm gonna like observe it and just be like, yeah, so that's pretty big cave. There is a small inkling of a chance that something about the size of, I don't know, a dragon could be in there.
A dragon.
Could be.
Seriously.
I mean, it's big enough. I mean, I'm not saying there is. I'm just saying maybe.
I really hate that you had to put it that way, but
Hey, it's not
There's
spiders,
just-
so
I just hope that we're not getting in over our heads again.
With a 20 and a 17 insight and a 22 survival. Actually, someone roll an investigation check for me. Sorry.
there you go. Olivia's in her element now.
Ophelia. There
Ophelia.
are no tracks,
Oh.
so
So it's definitely a
Ophelia's
dragon.
just
'cause
like,
those
there's no
bitches have
dragon
wings.
here.
There you
I
go.
feel like I'd
See?
have to get out of
It
the
was-
cave before it could do that.
See, it was only a
Amen.
small, There's no chance that there's a dragon in there. See?
with a 22 on your earlier survival, that's not necessarily true. You probably could have flown out if there was a
Just-
dragon in there.
I'm just gonna. With that information, I'm gonna say, see, there's no dragon in there.
There could be a dragon in there. It's just that there's no tracks out here. Do dragon caves smell like anything? Like, I don't know,
Dragon?
Gold.
decrepitness
Gold,
And-
yes.
and
So
fire
so-
and
So
brimstone
a question:
and death.
Did we hear from any like traveling adventurers that we came across that there had been dragon sightings at all?
No. Let's go with that first question from Ophelia. Roll a history check. And two, to answer your question, no, there's no sign of dragon.
Yeah.
21. You've never seen a dragon before, so you're not sure. Even with a 21. You've heard of dragons, but most fey dragons are small. Like,
Daniel. She spent her majority of her time in the mortal realm.
you know.
Yep.
You still haven't seen one before.
I say to the party talking about dragons. I think. Oh, go ahead.
You know. Yeah, you wouldn't have seen one before unless. The only way you would have seen one is if you were a part of the war 60 years ago on the mortal plane. But I wouldn't say you would have been, because you probably would have been a casualty. But you do know of Fey history, and Fey dragons are very small. There's only been sighting of one dragon that's been massive, and that was in the Northern Lands, and you believe died in that last war, or at least vanished in that last war, because Lord Metropolis had a pet dragon, an ancient fire dragon to be precise.
Yes. My favorite fucking line, Elder Scrolls comes to mind.
Fusro
So-
Daw?
No.
So,
No, just kidding. I'm just kidding.
but go ahead, Pepsi. What were you
Yeah,
gonna say?
I kind of say to the group, if it was a dragon, you don't think we would have heard of any conversations or warning or panic throughout both the elvish town and the trees, and then again the fairies?
Varys is gonna look at Rihanna again. See, no dragons. Not always the most one of the few times his look might not be that convincing.
I'm still not convinced that we're not getting ourselves in over our heads.
Well,
Well,
If
you
it-
are very
Only way to
tall.
find that out is if we go inside of the cave.
and actually, if there's a dragon in there,
Dilly dallying out here.
the good news is there is a dragon in there. No spiders. See? Win-win.
Unless it's a spider dragon.
No.
Diabolical.
Why would
See,
you
no
say some
spiders.
fucking shit like that?
See, no
Why would you say
spiders.
some fucking shit like that?
No spiders or dragons. See?
Its breath weapon is shooting out even smaller spiders.
Yo,
Yeah.
let it be a Rasta in there, dude. We're
What time of day is it
fucked.
when we arrive?
The sun is close to going down, but it's not setting quite yet. You probably have a couple hours until sunset. I would say about 3 hours till sunset. What would we like to do?
We're gonna like
Besides traumatize Riona.
Bears is gonna kind of look at Betsy and be like, well, this is really this is your money for the quest. It's up to you if you want to go in or wait.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Adventurers.
You know, I like your attitude. Gonna look at the rest of the group. Like,
Damien, those eyes are crazy. After you, adventurers. Betsy
I
pulls
go.
his arm out.
Varys is gonna walk forward. He's just looking to make sure everyone's like on the same page. He's
as
like,
Go.
Just for stating, Betsy in his small stature will stay behind the adventurers, being escorted into the dungeon, or not dungeon, but the cave.
yeah,
Yes.
we should go forward. We should go forward, as in you should go forward.
Yeah,
I
Operation
paid you
Human
to go
Shield.
forward.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's get it.
Ophelia's already in the cave. Like she's just like, oh, dilly dally.
As you enter the cave, there is the map for the cave.
Ooh, there's a cave. There's a cave. There's a very good cave. Do I,
I
see
can't
any?
see the cave.
I cannot see the cave.
I
I
can't.
see
can't
part
see
of
the
the cave.
map.
Does Varys happen to see any tracks or signs of life in this hole in the wall?
Roll a survival check. The light from the outside definitely shows 3 different paths.
24.
24. You don't see any tracks. But you see the light only goes so far as each path is dark.
The Underdark. Here we go. I'm actually going to. Let's see. Let me see which item I can do. I'll grab the I guess it doesn't really matter what it is, right? Yeah. So the dagger at my side. And I'm going to cast a light on it.
Okay. And how far does that emanate?
20-foot radius.
Okay, so
Well, it's a bright light for 20 feet and 20 dim light for an additional 20.
Yeah, it's 20.
Technically 40.
Does
so 40. So it has no effect in the area you're in right now.
Right.
As the sunlight's behind you, but
about dark vision.
Yep.
Dark. So have you read how dark vision works?
You can just tell me no, it doesn't work. That's fine.
Well, no. Dark vision basically doesn't mean you can see in the dark. It just means dim light is regular light to you, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So if
like
there's no,
60 feet, yeah.
so if there's no light to be seen, like if you walk into a room with no light whatsoever, it doesn't mean you can see everything. You can't see anything. It's still a dark room. But if there's some hint of light, then it's like regular light to you, if that makes sense.
Really, dark vision is even when it's dark, it's dim light. Unless they changed it in 2024.
I don't remember.
No, I don't want the spell.
So is
A
it-
monster with dark vision can see in the dark with a specific radius. So, like, you can see in 60 feet. Can see dim light within the radius as if it were bright light, and in the darkness as if it were dim light.
So yeah.
So basically,
Yeah.
we can see, but outside of our vision, it's still shady.
So within
It
60
would
feet.
mean in darkness it's dim light for
Yeah.
whatever your
So if-
darkness.
If you have dark vision, so it is dim light for you. So it's still hard to see, but enough that you can get off of. What do we do? As there seems to be 3 paths before you.
Is there any indication of potential use of either cave? Like maybe something's passed by,
There,
touch the walls or anything like that.
with your survival check that you rolled for a 24, there's no indication there's anything in this cave. No traveling. No, you see obsidian walls and 3 paths.
Well, I'm not seeing any way that is more likely where we go. So leave it to the man who paid the big bucks. Which way would you like us to go?
I would defer all expeditious actions and decisions to the people I hired to do so.
Okay, to the right we go. Unless anyone's got any better choices.
Alright, you guys head to the right. Move your tokens as you see fit, and I will start erasing. Oh, that's not erasing. That's making it worse. Da, 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 Varus, you see, as you approach, you see 4 skeletons on the ground.
Oh,
You see a few
They're on
packs.
fire.
You see a single pack, no weapons. The pack, just by glance, that pack's probably been there. What's your passive investigation?
mine is 15.
15? 100 years,
Oh,
maybe?
actually, I'd like to go up to the pack. I'm assuming that's it right here.
Yep.
As I'm like going to it, I'm looking over the bodies as well to see if maybe there's like any indication on what happened to them.
Yeah. Is anyone doing anything else?
Would that require an investigation or?
Yep. Roll an investigation check for me.
I'm sticking right with Riona.
19.
19. What you glean off of these, there are 4 elvish figures. It seems like they were elven in nature, just based off of their frame. And there are no, like, wound marks on them. And they don't have any weapons.
Oh. Okay. I'd like to investigate the pack.
How were you going to say, Ophelia?
You know that meme where that guy is going aliens? It's now Ophelia going dragons.
Oh, I understand. Yeah, the pack. You begin. Make sure I have the right music on. Yep, I do. The pack. You find. I was just making sure I have the right mood for the mood that we're in. You find 50 gold pieces in there.
Ooh, okay.
A bag of gems and jewels. Just off a quick glance, roughly probably 200 gold pieces worth of gems.
Okay.
With diamonds, essentially. The main source are diamonds. And then you see a note.
Okay.
That says, after the snowstorms, this cave entrance just appeared. We should investigate and see if we can find anything inside.
And that's it.
Yep.
Okay. And so 100 years ago, these people came across this. Gotcha. Okay. I'm just gonna hold on to the gold for now, so I'm just gonna add it since we're just in the traveling, and obviously the gems as well. I'm gonna make a thingy for that.
Okay.
A little. While anyone else wants to do anything, I'm just making that super quick.
Yeah. Are we doing anything else? As you watch Varys investigate bodies and rummages through a sack.
Does Bepsy see him rummage through the sack?
Yeah.
I think we all see him rummage through the sack.
I mean, unless he's trying to hide it, he's definitely. We watch him put a coin purse on his side and another bag in his pack, and he's reading a note.
But I'll read the note out loud, by the way, to make it easy. I just fucked this shit up. Redo that.
I'm just gonna still stick with.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not. If anybody's like looking at it, it's not like I'm trying to hide what I'm taking. It just seems like I'm just putting it away as I'm continuing to look through the pack. Just kind of like no like nefarious sleight of hand checks or anything. If that's what Bestby's looking for.
Well, all right. Is that everything?
Is this a wall that we're actually at in here, or is this just?
Yeah, those are obsidian walls.
Okay. Yep. I guess that's as far as we go. I don't see any. Are there any indications where we can go any further?
Not on this side, no.
Okay.
I guess we'll have to check one of the other chambers then.
Yep. We'll start heading back this way. Bing, 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 bing.
Wow!
Wow.
How'd you do that?
I linked them together for you, make it easier, because he's sitting on your side, so might as well make it easier to.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know you could do that.
Yep, it's one of the new features.
Pretty cool, actually. Oh. Ooh. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh no. What do my elf eyes see?
Roll a investigation check.
13 might be taken on the Isengard, might not be. I don't know.
You see what seems to be like a strange sigil, broken sigil on the ground, with a body in the center of it.
Oh boy.
Specifically bones. Does anyone else want to look? And you see a destroyed, what looks to be an altar with a 13.
How big is this room?
To give you an idea, it is 105 feet by 70 feet, roughly. From the entrance of the room to the back wall is about 80 feet. You see 3 obsidian pillars, a long pillar here, broken, what looks to be a arcane sigil of some sort, a dead body, and then what looks to be an altar.
I'm gonna go up and very carefully and get close to the body and to inspect it a little bit closer.
So you're stepping on the arcane.
Wait, is that not like a path between the arcane, or is that just like?
It's broken, but definitely not enough space to where you couldn't. You would have to step on it to get to the body.
I like to inspect it to see if it's active. If that be the case.
Roll an Arcana check for me.
Ooh, I'm so kind of not good at these, but that's not terrible.
15? You're not sure. You've never really dealt in magical sigils or anything of the sort. What is everyone else doing?
Can I try to identify the sigil for my studies?
Yeah. Are you casting Identify, or are you wanting to just check and see if you can learn?
I would like to check and see if I can identify
Yeah.
it from anything.
Roll-
Like, not cast Identify, but, you know.
Yep. Roll Arcana or History.
There's no way that's the 8, by the way, but alright.
That is definitely an 8.
Dude, if you saw the dice, Rob,
Yeah,
it's gone now.
It happens all the fucking time.
It's like canted.
Yeah.
Like
It's
the 6th. Whatever. That's bullshit. Alright, go ahead.
And you're not sure.
Okay. Do I recognize the altar at the above it?
Roll a History check. Never have you ever.
I see.
Can I go
I
look
let
at
the
the
group-
altar?
What did you say, Leon?
Can I go look at the altar? Can I go step up and look at the altar?
Yeah, go for it.
While Leon's doing that, I let the group know that I haven't seen any of this in my studies before.
You want to roll a History check for me, Leon?
Yeah.
$21. No idea.
God damn.
Damn.
Dang. Well, what does this altar just look like?
Funny you ask that, Riona. Because you roll a History check for me.
I see. $11.
11. It's strange. You've seen something similar to this recently. You've seen a completed version of this. One that wasn't destroyed. Outside of the guild hall.
Oh
That
shit.
your
Huh.
friend and ally crafted.
Little one?
I walk up to you.
Oh, wait, do you not have dark vision? Oh, shit.
I do not.
Actually,
There's 20 feet of light. How big was this room? Let's all do the math.
Yep.
I can't see this
No,
fucking
I'm
thing.
tracking.
Yeah.
I'm tracking, big dog. I'm tracking, big dog.
I got. Well, technically, Varys is in front of you with his dagger still held.
Yeah, you can see it.
You should be able to see it.
No, he can't.
Oh wait,
Not with
he's
where
talking
he's
about
at.
the one at Leon, or
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
the one way up
That's
there.
the one we're talking about. All right.
actually, would we recognize it? Are we saying out loud that he doesn't have, that he can't see?
You don't know. He doesn't know. You've never. It's not like he's ever could state it.
I mean, I was asking if Riona said it out loud. Is what I meant.
Riona
That was
wouldn't
just-
probably know either.
Or would that just be like I'm
There's-
just making sure it was above board or not.
There's no way, unless somehow he, like, indicated to Riona at some point he can't see in the dark.
Ah,
He's not sure.
that's fair. I was checking. Mostly because I don't absolutely need the dagger, but if I don't know he needs it,
Yeah, you have no idea.
right? Okay.
Can I see if these pillars are there any carvings in these pillars? The obsidian pillars?
Yeah, roll an investigation check.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna step around the sigil. Careful not to touch it, basically. I want to go up and look at this thing Leon's looking at.
Roll a history check or investigation, either or.
I'll
16.
go-
You don't see any.
I will investigate, because that's a better shot at doing absolutely nothing.
No idea. It is a very destroyed altar.
Gotcha. Okay. Is there anything else in the room, or is that just kind of like this is just the big shit that we can see?
That's what you see in this little area that you see.
Okay. Okay.
Unless you walk around more.
If I can, yeah.
Where are we walking?
We'll walk straight this way.
Okay.
Kind of. There's a dragon back here, isn't there? I'm just kidding.
Nope.
No,
You don't see anything over here.
What's the temperature in the cave?
Pretty cool. It's not cold like it is outside.
I'm just gonna.
Just want to make sure it wasn't like blazing hot. It's like,
Right.
I'm just gonna be like pretending like I'm just walking. How about that?
Yeah.
Looking around like an inquisitive. Is this like a pathway
I'm
right
so
here, or-
scared to cast
No.
Identify on this fucking
Okay.
altar, bro. I'm so scared. do I have to touch something to cast Identify?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm just-
now that you're back, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, little one, there is an altar on the other side of this chamber. It looks exactly like the one that you have made.
Varys, I would point out you find a journal.
I'm
Oh, right.
going to bring you over there, okay?
Okay.
I grab
I'll
your
pick it
hand
up.
and I follow you. As I get within, what, 10, 15 feet of it where I can actually start to see, I'm going to cast light on my lantern to get a better look.
It's funny. The closer everyone realizes this, the closer little one gets to this altar, more and more light begins to emanate from this room, and it looks this room is no longer dark. It is more well lit.
I
The
take out my
source
journal
of-
and start taking notes.
The source of light is unknown.
Now that I don't have to do that,
And
yeah.
it's about this time.
Uh-oh.
Ophelia, what's your passive perception?
Oh, shit.
11.
Fuck.
Good to know.
This journal, by the way.
If you're talking about me standing in the thing, I have no idea where I'm situated, so I was probably following somebody around. I'm not just standing there. I just can't move my token right now.
Well, we moved you to like the entrance of the room they're in.
I wouldn't
you-
have done that.
Would you have been preferring to try and study the sigil, or would you the altar, or I guess following me around, just looking around the room? I guess probably be the best. Which one would you? Which one would Ophelia to?
More than likely, she'd probably be just following Varys because he has the closest bond with him, I guess.
Okay, well then, that'll work for us, I guess. If that's
Cool.
it gets worse. Oh, it gets worse for us. Yay!
Even better. Fine by me.
So that journal that you
We will make a note of that later.
Okay. Very well. We're in combat. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Probably.
Need to roll this real quick. Perfect. And perfect. Dope. I need to. There we go. Da, 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 da. Leon, does a 21 hit you?
Ah!
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Oh my god.
You take 4 points of piercing damage. You guys watch as an arrow shoots across the room. I'll need you all to roll initiative for me. As you see
Oh.
an undead centaur skeleton and 2 undead gnoll witherings.
How dare you
Fan-fucking-tastic.
blaspheme in my temple, little bitches.
Very well.
Start combat. Leon, you are up.
Can we preferably not start combat because pick up next time?
I mean, we
Because
can
I'm
do at
not
least.
going to stay up past 10 o'clock.
Yeah, we can cut it at 10. We can do at least a round of combat.
Okay.
So, Leon, what would you like to do?
I'm
As you
gonna
see
move myself
Yep, you see this
in front
massive
of.
centaur skeleton with a longbow in his hand.
I'm gonna move myself in front of Riona and little one, right about here, and I am going to firebolt the centaur.
Yeah, roll one attack. 21 hits. Two damage. All right. Anything else?
No, that'll be good.
Alrighty. Ovelia, you're up next.
I don't know where I'm situated. What is closest to me?
The centaur skeleton.
How far is it?
About 50 feet.
I aim with my short bow. I do nothing instead.
It
You-
hits.
Oh, does it? Crazy.
Yep.
8 points of damage.
All right.
Also
Do you wanna-
believe that I am. No, never mind.
Do you want to move closer, or
To it?
yeah, or you just
No, because I have a short bow out now.
okay?
All right. And of your turn, Varys, you are up.
Do I need to go around her to get a view, or
You would. You saw her shoot something and you heard a firebolt go off, so you know something is happening.
okay? So I would like to, if I can, squeeze through here.
You would have to go around.
You go to the right of her?
She is a medium-sized creature, so you can't really go into another person's space unless you're a small creature and they're a medium creature. So you would have to.
Okay.
So you could get to
Starting here.
right there.
I know I should be able to see it at that point, I believe, right?
You'd be able to see it from there.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I'll immediately go longbow out and just fire.
Yeah, go for it.
For a 16.
Hits.
And make sure. 8 damage, piercing.
All right. And is that all you have?
Make sure. I don't think I have any bonus. Well, I should have Hunter's Mark it, but I'll Hunter's Mark it.
Okay.
But yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right. And your turn. It is.
I
its
really gotta
turn.
remember to Hunter's Mark first.
Oh yeah, perfect. As it charges up 30 feet, dropping its bow, a pike appears as it pulls a pike off its side and swings at you, Leon, for a 17. Leon,
Yes.
17 hit.
Yes, it does hit.
All right. That is 11 points of piercing and an additional 12 points of piercing.
Oh.
Oh,
For 23 points of damage as it charges at you and stabs you with its pike.
Okay, well, I'm down.
Block.
That
Well,
is the end of its turn. Riona, you are up as you watch Leon in front of you essentially get skewered almost.
Well, right. We're getting right into it, aren't we? Riona's going to go ahead and bonus action cast Healing Word on Leon. Wow. Okay. For 5. Very good. Very good. Roll double ones on healing. Love that.
don't have the healer thingy.
Then for my action, I'm going to go ahead and yeah, I'll just go ahead and hit the centaur with a starry wisp for an 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Yes. For
Brother.
1 crispy radiant damage.
Oh,
You love those ones. All right.
I will go ahead and move. Can you unbind me and little one?
Yeah. There you go.
Okay. I'm gonna go move back there. That should be about 30 feet. I need to measure before I move. I got just a touch more. Ooh, there we go.
Yep. All right.
And my turn.
All right. This one is going to charge up to Ophelia, but not be able to do anything. And that is all of its movement. This one. Ooh, yeah. It's going to come around the corner and find Bepsy.
Okay.
And it's going to bite you twice. 22 to hit.
That'll do.
That is 6 points of necrotic. And it's going to bite you again. 12 to hit. Nope. All right.
As a reaction, can I cast Hellish Rebuke on it?
Yeah, go for it.
It needs a
dex saving.
Dex saving. That's 12.
Okay, it failed by 1. The creature's damage.
Take the full
Take 2d10. So I just
Yep.
Click the button. Yep.
click it. Did it do it? Oh well, I spent the slot, so it just takes 2d10.
Yeah.
So
Roll
so
the-
so you should have next to the Hellish Rebuke, there should be like the damage roll, and you just click the damage roll.
Oh, I see. 12 damage.
Nice.
12 damage.
Good old fire damage.
Let's see. Too far away. Unfortunate. But you watch as this withering bursts into flames. It is defeated.
Nice.
Little one, you're up.
Okay. Can you walk me diagonally to the right, forward? Yep. Keep going. As far as my 30 feet. I think I can get right there at the end of the pillar where I can see both of the undead. Yeah, right there. So, as I walk forward, I am visibly angry. This is the first time I've actually found a place of worship since I've left home. And there is undead sullying my shit. I lift my lantern up and I start praying. And the lantern bursts with silverish energy as it goes out as I cast Turn Undead.
Alright.
I need a wisdom saving throw. It doesn't does it give a range?
There should be a range, yeah.
It just says range area, dash foot, reach. Does that mean what I can touch?
No.
It says
I
your
think
choice within 30 feet of you must
There
make
you
a
go.
wisdom saving throw. But
There
the
you
There you go, that's your
range,
range within 30
Okay.
feet of you.
because that's weird that it doesn't have a range or shit up here with the turn undead. So, is that they're both within 30 feet?
Yeah.
100%.
Yep.
That's a 12 and a 13.
Cool. So which one did the 13?
The knoll.
Well, the other one is incapacitated and frightened of me for 1 minute.
Okay.
For that duration, it tries to move as far away from me as it can on its turn. And that's a thing. Now, that was my action.
hmm
With my bonus action, I would like to cast Healing Word towards Leon. I don't know what that says. I think it's 6 points of healing towards you.
We'll see when it rolls. Yep,
Yeah.
6.
There it is.
And I stand right there and continue to chant. That is
You're
my
just
turn.
doing so good on our healing rolls, brother.
Yes.
Yeah. Bessie, you're up.
Casting Eldritch Blast at the
Go for it.
centaur.
It's high noon.
18, 23, I guess.
That hits. We love those damage rolls.
Choo!
11 4's damage. That's pretty good.
I shoot him.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Alright. That is where we'll end this session. Questions, comments, concerns, hopes, dreams, wishes?
No, I just
Good night.
hope.
Good night.
Night. I just hope, you know,